For me, my colleague Poonam now joins you on the other side and takes the broadcast forward.
Thank you, Griha, so much. And you're watching CNN News 18 with me, Poonam Burde. And at this hour, we're going to get you details of a landmark judgment that came to the fore from the Supreme Court. That was pertaining abortion rights for any woman. Married, unmarried, does not matter. There is no distinction. The rights for abortion are equal to all. But during that hearing, something else was also recognized. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, during that hearing on abortion, said that marital status of a woman cannot be grounds to deprive her right to abort an unwanted pregnancy. All women are entitled to safe and legal abortion process. Women are entitled to terminate an unwarranted pregnancy within 24 weeks. This was ruled under the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act. But while they were discussing abortion rights for every single woman, there came in a big development from the Supreme Court where a legal recognition came to the fore for marital rape. Any assault married women face, even from their husband, is considered rape, is what Justice D.Y. Chandrachud observed during that particular hearing that was held on abortion, which is why, irrespective of the status of a woman, married or unmarried, abortion rights have been extended to everyone up until the legal period of 24 weeks.
How do you see this?
Yeah, I'm very happy that today is International Safe Abortion Day, and this judgment has been passed on this wonderful day, and I will say that today this judgment will set new chapters in the history of not only in India, rather in all over the world, that India is progressive. India is progressing day by day, whereas on the other hand, in the US, where the abortion law has been, the rights of abortions has been curtailed, but in India it has been given to not only the married, rather unmarried women also. So this judgment is really remarkable, landmark and progressive as well. The areas which are covered not only pertaining to married, unmarried, rather the court today also covered the minor also, which the rights pertaining to minor somewhere conflicting with the POXO Act. The court has covered that aspect also, that grey area also in this landmark judgment.
Mr. Mishra, because we see what happens in Joe versus Wade, we saw what the US Supreme Court said about abortion rights. Do you not think that India is now paving the way for world laws? India is now somewhere leading the way for the judiciary in the world across?
Definitely. India is leading a march towards and setting new chapters for all over the countries in all over the world that see these are that India is setting new rights for all the women, for married, unmarried, minors, that these are the basic fundamental rights which should not be, no one should be denied from these rights to in India, and therefore it will be a huge success for India and it will set benchmark for all over the countries.
My last and final question before I let you go is that a very, very important aspect that this judgment also covers is marital rapes. The Supreme Court has said in its judgment that rapes shall also include marital rapes. How do you see that coming?
Just now, judgment has passed. I have to go through with that. What the pertaining to marital rape, what the court has said, I will go through with that. Finally, that how the court has perceived pertaining to 375 clause 2. Only then after that I will be able to comment on that.
Ananya Bhatnagar, my colleague who tracks the courts and this particular case very, very closely, is now joining us on this broadcast. And Ananya, on 2 counts, this judgment is a landmark for the women of this country. As far as abortion is concerned, there used to be a distinction between married and unmarried women. That has been laid to rest today by the Supreme Court. In fact, the Supreme Court even went on to say that it really is about the dignity of a woman to deprive someone the right to abortion up until the legal and safe benchmark of 24 weeks is an affront to a woman's dignity.
Well, definitely it's a landmark judgment that has come in. It's a judgment that would be laid down in the history of not only the Indian judiciary, but also the world over, because we saw what happened in progressive countries like US, where abortion rights have been curtailed.